Go for it.
Yeah, so a lot of people, or I mean a lot. There's a handful of people that have emailed us and said like, "Oh, I'm in high school. I want to study astrophysics."
Mm.
Or like, "I'm in high school. I want to
Quantum
study
physics.
quantum mechanics
That's a popular one
right
because it
now."
sounds so cool. It sounds so
And
cool.
here's what I have to say about that. If you're like in high school and you want to start learning about these cool topics, I would say don't learn these topics dot 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 right now, okay? Here's why. Here's why. When you actually go to learn these topics, and let's say you find like a textbook or like an online resource on quantum mechanics, the first thing you're going to be hit with is a couple of words to introduce some things, and then boom, you just get hit with a wall of mathematics. And so I think in order to actually get into the field, like, yeah, you can read up on some like books that just talk purely conceptually and you can kind of understand the concepts. But if you actually want to go ahead and study like astrophysics or quantum mechanics, I say personally, go and just study a bunch of math, just a bunch of math. And once you get up to that level, you're going to be at the standard of what like the author assumes you already know, and then you'll be able to just read the book and kind of understand and go off from there.
Now, see, that sounded simple because you said it so simply, but I don't think it always applies because go learn the math is fun. Well, not for everyone. Definitely specific individuals. But I'm saying, especially in high school, sometimes like learning the really complicated math, and I'm not saying it should, but I'm saying it can deter a lot of people. Because if you're in grade 10 and or grade 11 and you like see a really cool movie where they're mentioning these quantum words and you're like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." And let's say you're interested in science. Your next step is to go learn some complicated multivariable calculus? Probably not, right? So I'm saying
No, but
maybe
I
like
mean,
no, of course
follow the track,
that
you know
no,
what I
that's
mean?
definitely the correct way to do it. But I'm saying if you just want to like learn a little bit for yourself, just dabble into okay, what even is this? Cuz in for example, me, I mean, this is literally my story where I was originally fascinated with astrophysics and I was like when was this? This was when Interstellar was released. Whenever that was released, I was really fascinated with astrophysics and nowhere near the age or not age, I shouldn't say age, but mental capacity required to take in the level of mathematics at that level. But I still did black hole research. Like I was just researching like what is a black hole and just understanding theoretical ideas about these things. Even though I hadn't the faintest idea about the actual physics, I'm learning about the topic because what that allows you to do is it allows you to just get your curiosity running a little bit, which is then okay. I actually have these interests because a lot of times again if you like dive into the math before like you dive into what this topic even really is, you're already going so abstract because math in essence is more abstract than something like quantum mechanics because you're applying the math in the quantum mechanics. So if you're learning the math for quantum mechanics before you're even learning what quantum mechanics is, for example, it's going to be pretty hard, right? So just a little bit is, and like I'm saying, it's all dependent on what year you're in, what age you. No, okay, sorry, not age. I keep saying age, but I'm like, what year that you want to get into physics? Like, do you want to get into the basic physics? Then or do you want to get into like a really high level? If you want to get into a really high level, of course, what you said is exactly what you do. But I'm saying not a lot of people want to immediately start there because a lot of people are like in grade 9, grade 10, even younger, even younger are like, "Hey, I'm just interested in science. Let me see where it can take me." Right? So for those people, I think a great resource is just Google. Just like searching up things that interest you. Wikipedia, believe it or not, the hyperlinks in Wikipedia, just keep clicking them. Just keep going one after another till you're like, I'm not interested in this topic anymore. The number of tabs you will see open on your page will astound you because it just goes deeper and deeper every hyperlink you click. And that just shows you, okay, what am I interested in? And when you're like, okay, these are the rough topics that I'm kind of interested in, because clearly, look at my Wikipedia search. I'm like, okay, now let me try and search up these individual topics a little bit more and then go into depth. you know.
Yeah.
Depends on the age, but that's what I'm saying. For like a younger crowd, for like a more novice crowd, I think this would be the track.